Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. This is a B1 level business English lesson, and today we're going to be learning vocabulary related to IT and technical instructions, and also working on modals of deduction. Right, so what devices do you usually use at work, and what do you use them for? And here's some examples: an external monitor, a laptop computer, desktop computer, printer, tablet, or smartphone. Now we have some vocabulary words, so you can pause the video and match the words with their definitions, and then you can restart when you're ready to check the answers. So a device that allows a computer to connect to the internet is a modem. To switch off and then switch on again is to reboot. To make the most recent information show, that would be number 1, to refresh. Let's see, to suddenly stop working is to crash. Not directly connected to a computer or to the internet is offline. And a device that sends data over a computer network is a router. All right, now you can complete the sentences with the words from the boxes. You may need to change the form of some of the words. Again, you can pause the video, try this on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. You can't print at the moment because the printer is offline. Oh no, my computer just crashed and I hadn't saved my work. If the website doesn't load properly, try refreshing the page. To connect to the router to access our network, turn on the modem, otherwise you won't be able to connect to the internet. And you should reboot your computer if it is not working properly. So you're going to read an article about technology problems, and before reading, discuss the questions below. How often do you have problems with technology at work? When you have a problem, what do you do? And can you usually fix the problem by yourself? And if you would answer those questions in the comments, generate some conversation, that would be great. All right, this is an article about technology. We're going to read the article and then you'll choose the best title for the article. You can pause the video and read this on your own, or again, you can follow along as I read. Technology is great until it doesn't work. Instead of calling tech support every time there is a problem with the technology you're using, it can be helpful to learn how to solve some basic IT issues. When you have a problem, the first thing you should do is switch your device off and then on again. If your smartphone is getting hot, your printer says that it's offline, or your internet connection is slow, try switching the item off and on again. This gives the device time to reboot, and anything that crashed will start again. It might easily fix the problem. If your computer or device is slowing down, the device may not be the issue. It might be a connection or software issue. To fix this, first you can test your internet speed at www.speedtest.net. If that's not the problem, you can try rebooting your modem or router. If that doesn't work, you can check if your device still has storage space. If you don't have an issue, you could have a virus. If you can't open an email attachment, it could be because you don't have the right software. The easiest way to solve this is to Google the type of file it is and read about how to open it. If you're using a smartphone or tablet, remember that you might not be able to open some files the same way that you can on a desktop or laptop computer. You could ask the person to resend the file as a PDF because most devices can open PDFs. So what would be the best title? Tech Problems Thing of the Past? Ask the experts when technology goes wrong? Or Tech Problem? Try these quick fixes. Probably this one, Tech Problem Try These Quick Fixes, would be the best title for this article. Great, now you can read the same article again on your own, and this time we're going to answer the questions true or false. Again, you can pause the video and try that on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. Rebooting your device can always solve technology problems. That's false. It's a good first thing to try, but it doesn't always solve the problem. Technology problems might not be caused by your device. That's true. And it is important to have the correct software. That is also true. Now look at the two examples below and discuss the questions. This gives the device time to reboot, and anything that crashed will start again. It might easily fix the problem. This gives the device time to reboot, and anything that crashed will start again. It easily fixes the problem. So how are these two different sentences different? Well, you can see that the first one includes the modal verb might, and the second one does not. And how are their meanings different? Well, might means that there is a chance that something will happen. But if you leave out might, you are 100% guaranteeing that something will happen. So modal verbs of possibility. Could, may, and might are all modal verbs. They show that something is possible but not 100% certain. Modal verbs come before the infinitive or dictionary form of the verb. So it could be because you have old software. So be is the infinitive form. It may help to talk to John about the problem. Again, help is the infinitive form and may is the modal. And it might easily fix the problem. So fix is the infinitive form and might is the modal verb. The meanings of these three modal verbs are very similar. However, may sounds more formal and is usually used more often in writing than in spoken English. Can is also used as a modal verb of possibility. However, it talks about general situations, not specific examples. Rebooting computers can take a long time, or it sometimes takes a long time. This problem can be because your computer is too old. So here, this is not a general situation talking about a specific. All right, this is the same article again, and see how many examples of modal verbs of possibility that you can find. Pause the video, try that on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. Great, so we have it can be helpful. It might easily fix the problem. The device may not be the issue. It might be a connection problem. You can test. You can try. You could have a virus. It could be. And you could ask. So those are all the examples of modal verbs of possibility. So look at the pictures below and create a sentence using the words given and a modal verb of possibility. And if you would like to share your sentences in the comments, I'd be glad to give you some feedback. All right, Valentina has a technology problem, so she calls tech support. Listen to the opening of her conversation, and then we'll answer the questions.
Good afternoon, R&W Network Solutions. I'd like to let you know that this call may be recorded for quality and training purposes. My name is Ruben. How can I assist you today?
Hi, I cannot connect my laptop to the external monitor.
And so what is the problem that Valentina has? She says that she can't connect her laptop to the external monitor. And now these are some questions that you can put in the comments. What do you think? What questions do you think that Ruben will ask? And what solutions will he suggest? All right, so we're going to listen and take down the customer details, completing his customer information form.
Okay, I need some basic information to see if we can help. What is your name?
Valentina Gomez. That's Gomez.
Okay, got it. And your company name?
I'm with B&G Corporation.
Okay, and your callback number?
845-978-2425.
Okay, and what seems to be the problem today?
I'm trying to connect my laptop to a monitor in my office, but my laptop isn't detecting the monitor.
Okay, I missed her callback number, so we'll listen to that again. So we can get that information.
Okay, I need some basic information to see if we can help. What is your name?
Valentina Gomez. That's Gomez.
Okay, got it. And your company name?
I'm with B&G Corporation.
Okay, and your callback number?
845-978-2425.
Okay, and what seems to be the problem today?
I'm trying to connect my laptop to a monitor in my office, but my laptop isn't detecting the monitor.
All of her basic information. All right, now we're going to listen to the full conversation, and then you'll decide whether or not these questions are true or false, or these statements are true or false.
Good afternoon, R&W Network Solutions. I'd like to let you know that this call may be recorded for quality and training purposes. My name is Ruben. How can I assist you today?
Hi, I cannot connect my laptop to the external monitor.
Okay, I need some basic information to see if we can help. What is your name?
Valentina Gomez. That's Gomez.
Okay, got it. And your company name?
I'm with B&G Corporation.
Okay, and your callback number?
845-978-2425.
Okay, and what seems to be the problem today?
I'm trying to connect my laptop to a monitor in my office, but my laptop isn't detecting the monitor.
Okay, is the monitor connected to the power source?
It is.
And is the monitor turned on?
Yes.
First, let's try to turn off your laptop and turn it back on to refresh the connection.
Okay, I still don't see it.
The problem might be with the signal cable. Can you disconnect the cable from both ends, wait 5 seconds, and then reconnect it again?
Okay, I'm waiting. Okay, nope, nothing.
You might have a bad cable. Do you have another signal cable that you can try?
I don't think so.
Okay, let's give a few more things a try. The problem may be with the monitor. Have you tried connecting the monitor to another laptop?
I tried that earlier and it worked.
Okay, there could be another device that is causing a problem with the connection. Are there any printers or USB devices plugged into the monitor?
No.
Okay, it seems like I will need access to your screen to solve your issue.
And the monitor is switched on. That's true. Valentina tried the monitor with another device earlier and it didn't work. That's false. Valentina has another signal cable she can try. That's false. And there's a USB device connected to the monitor. That is also false. All right, we're going to listen again to the end of the conversation and we'll fill in the missing words as we go along.
The problem might be with the signal cable. Can you disconnect the cable from both ends, wait 5 seconds, and then reconnect it again?
Okay, I'm waiting. Okay, nope, nothing.
You might have a bad cable. Do you have another signal cable that you can try?
I don't think so.
Okay, let's give a few more things a try. The problem may be with the monitor. Have you tried connecting the monitor to another laptop?
I tried that earlier and it worked.
Okay, there could be another device that is causing.
Right, so we're going to look again at some of the expressions that Ruben used to help Valentina in their conversation. We can use the present perfect to check what people have already done. So when he says, have you tried connecting the monitor to another laptop? That would be present perfect. Have you tried? We can use can questions to ask people for something, to try something. Can you disconnect the cable from both ends, wait 20 seconds, and then reconnect it again? So he's not asking her here, is she physically capable? Is she, it just means, is she able to do that, or is she willing to do it? And do you know of any other expressions that can be used in these situations? Well, sometimes we can say, would you, or could you, like, could you disconnect, or would you disconnect the cable from both ends? Those would be some other ways to say that. So look again at the pictures from earlier and ask what the people have already done or make a suggestion of what to try next. And you can use have you tried or can you to address each of these issues and leave your answers in the comments. Great, so now complete each common tech expression with the missing word. You can pause the video and try this on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. All right, number one, I need to enter my user ID and password in order to access the data, but I forgot it. I'm not sure what is the best option from the drop-down menu. I need help to troubleshoot this problem. I sent him an email, but it bounced. I think bounced. I must have the wrong email address. Every time I try to log into this site, I get an error message, and I forgot to back up all of my work to the cloud. Here we probably want to say bounced back, but it bounced back. Right, your coworker Simon is having a technology problem. Use modal verbs to suggest possible reasons for the problem. Use the present perfect to ask what he has already tried, and then make a suggestion using a can question. And here are some examples. Have you checked the cable? It might not be connected properly. Can you try another cable? And you can make some other questions for him and put those in the comments. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Please like, subscribe, share, be sure to participate in the comments, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.